hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, need someone to hype me up. Hype me up, hype me up, hype me up. I ain't got it, but they hands to the ceiling. I ain't palm reading, but I got them in they feelings, yeah. Ain't vanilla ice, but I'm iced out chillin'. Was the good guy till they made me the villain. Was gonna get a room, but they gave me a villa. I got Game Sports Center, 20 bands for the dinner, 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season. Fresh up off the plane in Japan, I ain't leaving. They say seeing is believing. Well, here's a briefcase with $1 million even. This all week, no days off. This hard work gon' pay off. I made myself a promise young. I would never work a day job, put it in the safe. Never know when I'm gon' need that. Came here with my gang, you don't know where your homies at. Gave you a lot of game, you don't owe me back. You say you a boss, gotta show me that. Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up? I got Game Sports Center. 20 bands for the dinner. 20 dips in a sprinter. What's a 2 up, 2 up, 2 up?
Here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champ, gotta go, we don't move it scary.
Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like it's Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We on switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way, richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black, just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I been there, Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK, used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with a life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why these talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and talking that pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then this time, better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about the that you do? Why you always rapping about the that you do? Hey,
If it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's them out, point 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 them out. Watch them panic. Got 2 chains on, I'm too late. Got 1 watch on my wrist. I'm round and I'm getting it. I'm young, but I ain't ignorant. They keep asking who the hell you think you are. Him, and him. They keep asking who the hell you think you is. Him, and him.
Been the best in this game for a minute. If I want it, then I'ma go get it. Ain't no asking, you know I'ma spin it. I don't go back and forth like it's tennis. I'm in mode, I've been locked on a mission. Cupid G, I ask God as my witness. I'm not pressing my bro off suspicion. Never pressing my bro off suspicion. She from NOLA, she go.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup between the Houston Oilers taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ready, set.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Play action. Here's Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Stroud looking to throw. Taking a shot for down here. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Pierce. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
18 Cardinal.
Now Stroud. He finds his man complete. It's back. And the Texans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Pierce. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Cook will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Out to his left. Oh, his first throw of the season is intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Pierce will try to pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. They'll run here with Pierce, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kevin Byard, the Middle Tennessee Blue Raider, gets the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level. I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Let's go now.
Third down at 6. They'll drop to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 45-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They start the drive with Cook, fighting him off. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Come on, come on.
This 2nd and 4.
Seven Pirates, seven Pirates.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Brought down on the play by Amani Hooker. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Stroud to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Stroud. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And they snap him short of the first, as he can only get to the 20.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. They already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 2nd and 2. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this was a little bit of the knock on him coming out of college. Sometimes the concentration can wander a bit. This should have been a big play, but somehow he's not able to corral it.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out of the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That's another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1st and 10, it's Stroud setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Stroud off the play fake. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Jacoby Myers as the first half is winding down. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also,
You motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. 2nd and 1. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the 1st half. This time they stay on the ground. And he's got the first as they bring him down at the 28-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Here's Spears on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen for Spears. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Able to push his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second down and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And they'll be inside the 35, now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Cockrell holds it in left side. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first.
Well, I liked it. Just take the snap, burrow forward, pick up the few inches you need for a first down.
And defensively, I don't think they were expecting that. They looked a little surprised in the middle.
Yeah, a little bit wary there, weren't they? Because that can be a throwaway down where maybe you go play action, fake it, and try and get something big. But instead he said, forget it. Let's just get a first down and start a new set.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Out of the gun again to Spears. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. In motion left goes Burks. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there. That's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Now back to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air. Defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And the Texans will take over here just shy of the 30.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
On second down, it's Stroud. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Houston, it's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Stroud sets up the play action. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 39 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Give to Pierce. And he's got it down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Stroud working out of the gun. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. And Stroud now to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready.
Hand off to Spears. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught, and they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Cowboy 80.
So the false start will back them up 5. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A false start backs them up 5. 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. That one's taken in by Spears. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hold the check. 19 Tiger, 19 Lion. Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 27 yards there, a first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be third down.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, everything right now going wrong for this crew. A chance to put 3 on the board at least, but it winds up being blocked and returned the other way.
And any hope they had, likely gone at this point. You might want to think about clearing the bench a little bit, letting some other guys play.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Back to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Now, this was not just the opener of a brand-new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Texans, you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a
We got London on the
Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's that made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club